Hello, everybody. Matthew from therighttrader.com. Welcome, everybody, to the live stream. We are going to get started today after several days of a lot of red. So we need to dig into the charts here and see, how much of a bounce opportunity do we have here? Do we have a bounce opportunity, etc.? I'm going to talk about that in this video. After so many days of red, and there was good reason, of course, for this this drop, right? It was after the whole FTX drama, so it didn't happen without reason. But now the question is, can we bounce here, or is it just non-stop downside ahead? And I personally think that we could see a slight bounce here. However, is that bounce going to actually last that long? That's a little bit, harder to say. I personally don't think we're going to bounce for that long. However, I'm expecting a small bounce here. Now, we should talk about, why I am not expecting a big bounce, and also not expecting, a bounce that really lasts that long. So welcome to our 5 viewers, 7 viewers, everybody coming into the live stream. We're just getting started, guys. Smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and join the stream by leaving a comment down below. Say hi to everybody. Tell us your thoughts over the weekend, over the last few days. Of course, we all know, right, that I should go to the daily time frame here. Not only have we've been seeing fairly weak performance in crypto these last few weeks, we got, another big drop here, okay, after the FTX drama. And of course, now people are wondering, is this a buying opportunity? Is it going to go much lower from here? And I think that, unfortunately, guys, I have turned a lot more bearish since this drop, okay, for several reasons. And I think that, us seeing the 10K, potentially even lower than that, 6K, 7K, Bitcoin is fairly likely now. I don't see us having an opportunity to avoid that drop, unfortunately. Can we bounce here or in the shorter term? Yes, we're going to get some bounces here and there, especially, this was a very big drop, guys. I mean, we're talking, in just a few days, we dropped over 25% on Bitcoin. So when you have this, you're going to have some kind of bounce, okay? And we're never going to fall just in a straight line, although it may feel like it, right? Almost all the time we get breathers and breaks while we're dropping, okay, which is of course a good thing. That's to be expected. However, the thing that's a little bit more annoying is we want a bounce that's going to last, right? And unfortunately right now I don't necessarily think we're going to see that. We're going to have to talk a little bit more about the whole FTX thing. There's more news about that, and there is some good news coming out through the weekend. We had Binance, which started a recovery fund for crypto projects facing liquidity crisis. So what this is here, and we actually had some other people support Binance, like Justin Sun, the founder of Tron. Basically, you can read the tweet here. To reduce further cascading negative effect of FTX, Binance is forming an industry recovery fund to help projects who are otherwise strong but in a liquidity crisis. More details to come soon. So what this means is, major players in the game are starting to see the worrisome issues with what's going on. Of course, we have had mass liquidations. We had people fleeing exchanges. In fact, I thought I had pulled up an article here, but you'll notice that even the founder of Binance himself, okay, recommended withdrawing your crypto from exchanges. And of course, he's the CEO of Binance. It's the exchange I use personally. I actually still have some money on Binance, but I will say, guys, now would be probably a smart time, at least in my opinion, to begin moving your crypto off exchanges if you haven't already, okay? You can do this with just a software wallet, or even preferably a hardware wallet like a Ledger or Trezor. Guys, no one thought FTX was going to blow up, yet it did. Any exchange can have these type of blowups. We don't know what's going to happen next in the next few months as more and more cryptos face just disastrous downside potentially. So the last thing you want on top of all this is your crypto to be, lost or stolen or anything in between. And the best way to prevent that is probably going to be putting your crypto out of an exchange and into a wallet, okay? We can see here that Binance CEO is actually pushing himself for crypto self-custody. Okay, he's recommending the Trust wallet, which is fine. You know, I like the Exodus wallet as far as software wallets are concerned. And if he's telling you to do this, right, then I can only let you imagine, you know, he's saying you are free to do it at any time, just make sure you do it right. So, you know, people are seeing that there are risks involved in the crypto space. We don't know exactly how bad things could get, so the best thing is to put the odds on your side that you at least experience the most minimal amount of risk possible, right? Now, we can also see here that Binance users withdrew $1.35 billion of Bitcoin in days following FTX collapse. So people are starting to get a little bit worried. We're having those bank runs happen like what happened with FTX. The best thing to do is keep your money off the exchanges, okay? Only use the exchanges for trading if you need to. Solana Foundation invested in FTX, held millions in Sam Bankman-Fried linked cryptos on exchange. Solana has taken a huge hit in recent days from the FTX thing, down 57%. I could see Solana falling down to $6. I'm not saying that's going to happen right away, guys, but you know, I don't think we hit bottom for Solana, unfortunately. Is this a bad price for the long term? Probably not, if you believe that we are going to get a recovery. But with that being said, guys, you know, we could really head towards the rock bottoms here, towards $5-6. So I wouldn't be rushing to, you know, buy this right now, unless you really like it for the long term and don't mind a little bit more downside, which, you know, we are already near the bottoms, but maybe not at that bottom just yet. We've got our first comment of the day from Nathan Clark, who actually supported the live stream with a super chat last time, which is greatly appreciated. Guys, if you want to support my live streams, my hard and in-depth content that I make for you on a near daily basis with the best insights, the best news coverage, without all the extra fluff, please consider dropping a super chat and support this live stream. You can also support the live stream just by leaving a like and subscribing and turning on the bell notifications. We have Blue saying hi. Let me read Nathan's comment here. Doesn't Binance have around half of its balance sheet in BNB? I use Binance and have never had a problem, but I wouldn't be leaving anything substantial on exchanges. Yeah, I completely agree. I did see the whole thing with the balance sheet in BNB. I mean, they may be holding it, you know, just for the long term. That could aid in the price stability, but it can obviously be seen as a concern. The best thing, guys, is avoid any of this stuff. You know, stick to having your own coins on your own wallets in self-custody, and you know, stick to the bigger coins, guys. Right now, you know, yes, putting small amounts of money in some of the coins that dropped a lot, it can be a smart idea, but Bitcoin and Ethereum are going to be, you know, your obviously less risky plays, right? And me personally heading forward in terms of dollar cost averaging or buying the dip, which I haven't done yet on this most recent drop, it's only going to be limited to Bitcoin and Ethereum, I think, guys. I don't really plan on venturing off into the other types of cryptos. Both these two cryptos provide a very good long-term returns, in my opinion, at these prices, right? We're expecting 15K ETH, well over 200,000 Bitcoin. So that's a really big price move, and there's no reason to go digging into the smaller coins. Something that should be mentioned is the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, okay, which is very, very low right now. However, the upside is pretty significant. It's bigger than the upside back to the all-time highs on Bitcoin itself, 540%. You know, at one point, guys, we are going to find the bottom, and at that point, it will be time to buy, in my opinion. Now, I just want to say hello and thank you and welcome to our 15 live viewers. Our viewership has been amazing throughout these live streams, guys. We're just starting the analysis here on Bitcoin, just talking about some news pieces with the whole FTX thing, which, of course, the whole situation with FTX worsened throughout the weekend, okay? A bunch of shady stuff, whole drama in the Bahamas. You know, it's been a mess, and I do feel really bad for anybody who held money on FTX. But this is the reality of crypto, and this is why you should actually have your coins on hardware wallets. But welcome everybody to the live stream. You can say hi in the comment section down below. Don't be shy. Our live streams here on The Right Trader are meant to be interactive. You can leave questions, comments, concerns down in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts on what's happening, or just say hi. And of course, guys, support the live stream by hitting that like button. It's the least you could do. And if you really want to support the channel and make sure that I can continue to do this on a regular basis, please, if you think you get value from these live streams, drop a super chat, guys. So right now, Bitcoin sitting at $16,380. We are unfortunately very cleanly below our support level of around $17,600. So we have, as of right now, fully lost that support level. After the big drop, we had very temporarily came back and tested it. That did not last. We are getting a little bit of a doji candle that could lead to a bit of a bounce, which is why I'm saying, could I see us going back to 17,000, maybe even 17,600? Yes, I could see that happening right here in the next few days. But guys, unfortunately, like I said, do I see a very clear sign of a big bounce happening right now? Not really, guys, not really. I don't see us having the strength to move back above $20,000. And at this point, right, it can be seen by the price action that we saw over here. Even getting above $18,000 can be a stretch, okay? I'm expecting about a maximum price level of 19,000, maybe 19,500. I don't see us going back above that under any conditions on a bounce here. And, that means that, of course, it is more likely that we see downside ahead in the next few weeks, okay? I think that at this point we need to see the 10K BTC. It's not about, being optional now. It's literally like it has to happen. And I'm afraid that that might not be the bottom, guys. I mean, a lot of people are saying, oh, I'll wait till 12K, I'll wait till 14K, I'll wait till 10K BTC. Guess what, guys? We could go down to 6K. I even think we could potentially go down to 3.5K bottom here. So people might think I'm crazy, but at the end of the day, I told you that we had the risk of going below 10K, and unfortunately, we didn't bounce as much as I thought on a short medium-term bounce. But now, it is being confirmed that the downside is going to play out to a lesser or greater extent, okay? But I'm always here to cover this for you on the Right Trader YouTube channel, which is why I'm always telling you, subscribe and turn on those bell notifications if you haven't already. Huge thank you to our regular viewers. Hit that like button, guys, and let's move over, which, like I said, by the way, I just want to make it clear, in the next few days, let's call it the next week or so, the next 3 to 5 days, 3 to 4 days, I am expecting a bounce here, okay? We hit oversold on the RSI. We now moved above the 30 line, which is good. And of course, the price here, I think, not necessarily as much for Bitcoin, etc., but on some of the altcoins, guys, which we'll get into in just a second, they got absolutely pummeled in the last few days, okay? For example, let me just take a random altcoin here. Let's take something like, let's see, Chainlink, for example, and show you the price the price action that it had, and just how rough it got pummeled. Now, one thing that I will say is FTX, unfortunately, guys, it was revealed after seeing their balance sheet post blow up, they held a huge amount of coins, okay? This was a company that invested, of course, also through their arm of Alameda Research, invested in many crypto projects, exchanges, etc. And of course, in a result of that, they actually held a bunch of different cryptos, okay? From very big cryptos to even some of the smallest ones that you can think of, they held it, and they had to unload a lot of that, okay? And they might still have to unload more if they even hold any more right now. So we see some altcoins that, have in and of themselves no specific drama, like Chainlink, but it still took a big hit, okay? Down 24% in the last 7 days. But guys, after dropping so many days in a row like that in almost a straight line, I think we're due to see a little bounce here, okay? For Chainlink, we could go all the way back up to about $7.30. Could maybe go a little bit higher, but let me make it clear that I am not expecting us to see a full-blown recovery here, guys. I mean, we triple topped on Chainlink. I don't know if this is the case for some of the other altcoins. Of course, we'll take a look at it later in this video. But I mean, we triple topped very cleanly, very nicely on the chart. And now we got the confirmation of the breakdown. We are still a bit range bound here for Chainlink, which is good. But how long will that last? Who knows, guys? It might not last that much longer. We could see the full capitulation come into play here pretty shortly towards end of November into December. You know, expect some heavy crypto capitulation at this point. And I want to know your thoughts on that. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Are you also thinking that we are going to have a lot of trouble bouncing? Please participate in the live stream and let me know in the comment section down below. We have Custom ER asking about XRP. I will get to it in a second. Thank you for your comment, Custom. We will be taking a look at XRP right after ETH, which we will be looking at now. And also, please subscribe if you haven't already. Welcome to the channel. Now, I'll also talk about the Crypto Fear and Greed Index. You know, this is, of course, heading back into extreme fear, okay? You'll see that last week we were still in fear, but we were, you know, heading more towards maybe even a little bit of greed, okay? And then the FTX thing happened, and we're right back into extreme fear. So we're having a lot of trouble heading out of that very, very fearful mindset in the crypto space, which, of course, leads to a lot of panic selling and shorting, etc., 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 okay? Now, let's see. I'll go over to a cleaner chart here for ETH, and we're going to talk about it in just a second. Just want to keep up with some of our comments. Custom ER, XRP pumping crazy, no reason. Let me see if that's correct real quick. I didn't see it specifically pumping, so let's see. Well, actually, yeah, to be fair, pretty strong bounce here. So we'll get to that in just a second. Thank you for letting us know about that, Custom. Indeed, a pretty nice bounce here, especially, you know, comparing it to some of the other coins out there. Definitely an interesting thing. You know, maybe there could be a whole bunch of reasons that could be leading to that. Okay, we're talking things from you know, FTX potentially not holding XRP since you know, the big drop. I don't know if that's true though. I didn't look at all the details in their balance sheet. That's just an idea, but there's also several other reasons why XRP could be getting a nice bounce here. Okay, and by the way, I just saw a comment saying Crow will pump in World Cup. Crypto.com token actually had a little bit of drama throughout the weekend, but it bounced pretty nicely. This is a coin that I do actually like a lot long term, and actually at 6 cents, guys, I mean, I like this coin, to be honest. Could we head... it looks like this could be a bottom. You know, I still think that in a very bad case scenario, if Bitcoin goes below 10K, we could see a 2 to 3 cent Crypto.com token, but still a coin that I think is going to do very good in the bull markets, and, you know, also a bit of a safer play in a way. Even though it had a pretty big drop recently, I wanted to talk about the World Cup thing. So you mentioned that, Matador, before I could even say it, but I had this article ready for all of you here. Adidas Bored Ape NFT makes appearance with Messi, Benzema, and new World Cup trailer. The bottom line of this is the World Cup obviously is a huge media event, and, you know, although crypto had a lot of drama this year, we also had some big wins, okay? And this could cause a short-term pump in the crypto market, okay? You know, the World Cup itself, there's a lot of crypto sponsors still. There's a lot of crypto partners. So, you know, we're going to see this more and more, and this is really the start of crypto becoming mainstream, even though it's not the best time right now specifically. But heading back to the ETH chart, we can see that we have this bigger range that we're in on XRP. And, you know, I should probably change the colors here on the chart, but if we look at this, I'll put this this top and bottom line in blue. So we have the bigger range that we're in, okay, between, you know, call it $1,050 and $1,600. And then we have the smaller range, which is between, you know, $1,200 to $1,400. Right now we are very clearly trading in this $1,200 to $1,400 area. In fact, I should also draw here our actual uptrend line and downtrend line, which is pretty important for the weeks ahead, especially for Ethereum. So right now we can see that, you know, we tested both the top and bottom level of this symmetrical triangle. That's these purple lines that I drew out right here. You can see how accurate the chart is here that I drew out, and the technical. So guys, I mean, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hopefully a lot of you are regulars now. If not, welcome to the channel. Subscribe, guys. You're watching the best crypto insights on YouTube, the best technical analysis on YouTube. So support the live stream, hit that like button, and also consider dropping a super chat donation to help support the daily content creation, guys. You can do that with the $ emoji right near the comment section below where you type a comment. So right now, okay, ETH is, you know, pretty central in this pattern. It's pretty stable in a way. We haven't actually crumbled below $1,000, which is great news. Not saying that's not going to happen, because unfortunately I could see that happening as we head a little bit ahead here. But actually, now that I drew this chart on the daily time frame, guys, I just saw that we could be heading up until February in this pattern. So maybe, just maybe, we will not see that much more downside, but we will see a huge amount of consolidation, which is, to be honest, is going to be pretty annoying to watch. But based on the chart here, it could happen, guys. We are specifically talking about, let's see here. Actually, I need to pull this down just a little bit more. There we go. So if we look at this here, we can see that the end of this symmetrical triangle pattern is around $1,250, okay? However, we could head easily towards $1,400, maybe even up towards $1,500 until we reach the end of that pattern. So, you know, keep an eye out for that. Of course, sometimes we break out or below of these patterns earlier than expected. So, of course, don't only look at the symmetrical triangle pattern, but pay close attention to these blue lines here, okay? Close attention to the $1,050 level, which will most likely lead to a drop below $1,000. And also pay attention, guys, to the top level in case we get a pump out of nowhere, which can always happen in the crypto space. That's something to remember. Remember that level of our upper resistance of around $1,600, more specifically about $1,660 is that upper resistance level. That could lead to a very nice breakout if we can get above that. Okay, so we have a couple sets of resistance and support levels. The first one's going to be those that uptrend and downtrend line that you see here in purple, forming the symmetrical triangle. And then after that, pay attention to the blue and both blue lines here. Okay, let's head over to XRP, getting a bit of a surprise bounce. Of course, you know, that's pretty typical for XRP, actually, funny enough. But we can see that we are moving about 9% here on the day, coming at a bit of a random time because we're not getting that much of a bounce on Bitcoin or Ethereum. Like I said, I am expecting a bounce, though, to play out. I'm expecting ETH to potentially reach about $1,400 in the next few days. So that is something that I am keeping an eye on personally. And also, if we look at, you know, XRP itself here, we can see that it is, of course, still in the top 10, holding up pretty nicely. $18 billion in market cap, 37 cents for the price, about a drop of 20%, which is actually a little bit less bad than Bitcoin and ETH. So, you know, it's not going to dodge the rest of the market. Of course, if Bitcoin and ETH completely tank, XRP is probably going to have trouble not dropping, but you know, it's getting some very nice bounce here, and I've been pretty impressed with the actual price action of XRP throughout all of this, okay? Yes, like I said, it didn't actually manage to avoid the drop, but this was one of the first cryptos to pump. It was holding its pump very nicely, and now we reached our support around 33 cents. We very quickly bounced off of that, okay? In fact, not only did we bounce off of that, we put in a bit of a double bottom, and we put in also a higher low. So, you know, we could pretty quickly head back to 41 cents here on a bounce. We maybe could even head back a little bit higher towards 42 cents on a bounce. So I'm expecting a bit of consolidation here in this range for the time being. Of course, any drop below about 33 cents, of course 30 cents more specifically as an absolute peak support level. Anything below 30 cents is unfortunately going to push us down to our next range into the 20-cent area. But for now, we are still above 33 cents even, and we got a nice bounce off that, which is giving me a bit of a hint that the pump here for XRP in the short term is not done yet. We could head to fully 41, 42 cents before wrapping up that pump. Okay, so look at that for a bit of an upside target here, very short term. Of course, Bitcoin, ETH, XRP, these are the main cryptos that we talk about in every live stream. They're covered in each and every one of these live streams. If there are other coins you want me to take a look at, now is the time, guys. Now is the time. So leave your comments down below. You can go ahead, flood those comments. Don't be shy here. And I'll be going ahead and covering one by one the comments that you want me to see. Now is a great time to drop a super chat if you want to support today's live stream like many others have in the past, like Blue and Nathan Clark. I always give you guys a shout out if you support the live stream, and it is greatly appreciated to help with daily content creation and putting in this effort for all of you so that you're in the loop, in the know, hopefully, in what's going on with crypto without all the nonsense, without all the fluff, and only the most important news pieces curated for all of you. So I'm waiting for your comments on any coins you want me to take a look at. In the meantime, guys, we'll be looking at the top performing and worst performing coins in the last few hours, the last 24 hours, and the last 7 days. So we've got Trust Wallet. That was a massive pumper. This was due to this article right here, okay, which was, CZ Binance recommending self-custody. And of course, Trust Wallet is actually a wallet owned by Binance. So that is why Trust Wallet moved up so much. 14% in the last 24 hours, even last hour, it's still been pumping. This could be peaking though, to be honest. I'm not expecting these to go to the moon. $1 billion market cap for a wallet. Could see a pullback here, but 108% in the last 7 days. Okay, very, very big pump. Crypto.com in the last 24 hours doing good, even though the last 7 days a little bit of red there. We have decentralized exchange DYDX pumping. This is of course because people are very scared of centralized exchanges right now, which is understandable. Ethereum name service that I love. It's on Ethereum. I made a lot of articles about it actually on my website. As you can see right here, are ENS domains valuable? 100% yes. Here's why. Go check it out. Really good article that I wrote on my website. So if you're interested in seeing these articles that I have a bunch of articles like this. I post them on my Twitter. Follow me there, guys. Link in the description. And of course, always check out the Technical Analysis Master Course. One of the most valuable things I offer myself. Less than $20, 30-day money-back guarantee. I am going to be raising the price on this, guys. So if you want to get this, now is the time. Don't wait. Link in the description. So going forward here, we can see those decentralized exchanges pumping. We have KuCoin that's getting a nice pump because it's mostly been able to avoid all of these dramas with all these other exchanges. We have some recommendations for tokens, AVA, ADA as well. So we're going to be taking a look at that. And Nathan Clark is actually saying that Cardano was another coin not listed by FTX. So was that the case for XRP, Nathan? Let us know. I'd be really interested to hear that. We also have Costube asking for a bounce range for Matic, Filecoin, Pyre, Render, etc. I will try to get to that, guys. If you want to make sure that I get to an analysis, please drop a super chat. That is the only way to cut ahead of the rest. So let's see here. Any other interesting coins? Frax got hit really hard. I do believe FTX owned a lot of Frax, so did take a hit, but getting a little bit of a bounce here. Let's head over to the best performers in the last 7 days. A lot of decentralized exchanges here, including GMX. We have Pax Gold, which of course tracks the price of gold. Then our stable coins. Okay, so as you can see, people are very, very fearful and untrustworthy of pretty much everything here. They're going into stable coins, they're going into gold, and they're going into decentralized exchanges because they don't trust centralized exchanges anymore. Now, worst performers in the last 24 hours. GMX probably just because it got a big pump here. A lot of these altcoins that, FTX may have held quite a bit of course, Aptos, Curve, stuff like that. Not surprising there. Litecoin getting a bit of a drop. I still Litecoin at this 50-50 $5 range. I do like that price a lot for Litecoin. So a lot of those smaller altcoins taking a bit of a hit here in the last 24 hours. In the last 7 days, of course, everything that was heavily owned or influenced by FTX. Solana now down 57% in the last 7 days. Aptos, this one I would just ignore this one pretty much forever. Kronos getting that hit because of their drama over the weekend where they accidentally sent $400 million in ETH to the wrong address. ApeCoin, people aren't going to be holding riskier coins, NFT related stuff during such panic, okay? It is bouncing a bit, not a bad coin in of itself. I think this can get pumps under the right condition, but right now is not the right condition. That's the whole point. Of course, kind of a similar story with things like Decentraland, Sandbox. People are not going to be holding the riskier metaverse stuff in this time, guys. They're already having trouble holding Bitcoin and ETH, letting alone the other stuff, the other riskier stuff. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the coins that all of you want to see today. Let's get started with AVA for the first coin being asked about. today. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. Oh, actually, he was talking about, let me see. Yeah, Ava. Let me just make sure. Yes, that's the coin that was asked first today. So Ava is a bit of an interesting coin. I actually kind of like this project. It's Travel. It's basically a, you know, I don't know what the word is, travel agency, travel website, but crypto based. Pretty interesting coin. I believe Binance has invested in this in the past, but as you can see here, you know, it's gotten very big pumps in the past, and right now we are actually below our previous bottom here. So it's taking a big hit. Smaller coin that I think could pump once again under the right conditions. Now is probably not the right conditions. Could slowly start DCing into this for the long term, but there's also quite a bit of risk that comes with a coin like this, right? Due to it being a smaller crypto. I think it could get a nice bounce in the next bull market, but only in the next bull market, not before then, guys. As far as our next token, ADA, let's go ahead and cover it. Seemingly a coin that was not on FTX from what Nathan Clark, one of our viewers, is saying. And he's also saying, not sure if XRP was on FTX. So if anybody knows if XRP was on FTX, let us know. That would be interesting to hear. I just know that ADA didn't have any exposure to the FTX drama. So Cardano, unfortunately, still taking a little bit of a hit here. We are actually pushing kind of new lows as we speak. And of course, let me see here. I want to pull up a very nice long-term chart of, there we go. This is a much better chart. So as you can see here, we're looking at this next downside target of around, unfortunately, guys, almost 15 cents. And I am afraid that if we see, you know, ETH go below $1,000, we see that 10K BTC, we're going to see the 15 cent Cardano. So I don't think we're going to dodge that, seemingly, because right now, right, we have a very, very straightforward downward slope. We have, you know, of course, all of our moving averages pointing downward as well. And just a lot of resistance, guys. No true catalyst for this coins to pump. At 50 cents, though, I think Cardano could actually be a very nice buy for the long term. I will say that, guys. I will say that. And Cardano was actually one of my biggest blunders in crypto history. I had literally loaded the bag at 5 cents. I basically missed out on a $1.5 million pump because I had sold trying to buy back in lower, and I missed this entire run up. I was accumulating in literally this range right here. So that was one of my biggest crypto mistakes ever. And honestly, you know, getting it back at 15 cents, maybe something to consider. It depends, you know, if you like Cardano, of course, yourself as a project or not. None of this is financial advice on this channel. Let's take a look at Matic. Of course, one of my favorite coins out there. I think the team behind Matic is absolutely amazing. Still holding its uptrend. Pretty insane. I am, you know, fearful. I saw some drama on Twitter that, you know, Matic was going to sell off. I don't even know what it was, probably due to the FTX stuff, but it held its uptrend, guys. It held its uptrend. So for now, that's not the case. You know, could we lose this uptrend, head towards 65 cents or so? Yeah, we probably could. You know, we probably could head towards 60 cents, but not that big of a deal, guys. I believe in this coin for the long term. This is one of the coins that I am, you know, probably one of the only altcoins that I truly trust. You know, Bitcoin and ETH, we obviously, of course, know the idea behind those two, but Polygon, I think, is right up there with them in terms of the trustworthiness, in my opinion. So even if it did drop to 60 cents, it wouldn't affect anything for the long term for me personally. I still like this coin very much, even at this 90 cent price. So don't get it twisted. And, you know, long term, I am expecting this to go to $20. So I'm not even looking at the $2 to $3 range. That's not where I'm going to be selling this coin. Let's look at some of the other coins that Kostub asked for. He talked about Filecoin. This coin kind of feels like a pump and dump now. I mean, it just gets the weirdest pumps and the weirdest dumps. It's not doing much of anything. I don't really want to talk about this coin anymore. It's just dead in the water. It'll probably get some kind of weird pump down the line, like it does, but it's not something that is relevant at this time, guys, with the bigger risk that we have in the crypto space. Pyre, once again, a metaverse gaming coin. What do you know? It just lost its support level. Guys, these metaverse coins, the riskier stuff, it's gonna really take a hit here. It's gonna take an even bigger hit than you expect. I mean, this could literally head to, you know, I don't know, what is the bottom for a coin like this? I mean, 20 cents? I don't know, but there's no reason for this coin to hold up right now unless we get some better news, guys. No one is gonna be holding risky metaverse type coins. or at least I should say no major players. As things get better again in the bull market, that's going to change, right? That is going to change. But as of right now, that's not the case. And guys, I want to see a super chat in today's live stream. I'm giving you in-depth analysis on a bunch of coins. Support the channel, support the stream, and drop a super chat. That dollar sign emoji right near the comment section where you leave a comment. That's how you do it. And of course, we'll give you a shout out, and am very appreciative of anybody who gives any amount to support the channel. Okay, it literally makes it possible for me to keep doing this full time for all of you. So render token, this one I like a little bit more, and also you can see that it is holding up in its range better. You know, could still see a flip back below support, but it is managing to hold. We have our moving averages that are pretty flat right now. Am I expecting this one to rip as of right now? No, because it is still kind of related to the metaverse space. But it's a smaller coin, guys, which means that we need time, we need the right conditions for these smaller coins to pump, okay? Bitcoin and ETH, those can pump even in the worst of conditions. The smaller coins, they just can't, okay? They need the market conditions to be right to get a pump that lasts, an actual, you know, pump, yeah, that lasts, basically. So the Cryptic Estate, I haven't seen you on the channel before, welcome. He's talking about Solana. He's saying Sol down to $13. Of course, we're at $13.80. We are actually pushing new lows right now as we speak, and you know, we're basically racing towards this this $6 level, maybe $6.50. You know, I think we could head as low as $5. Long term, this could be a buy. Even now, of course, I wouldn't touch this really, considering that we could still drop quite a bit more, right? Because to $5, guys, this is of course going to be yet another 50% drop, basically. Okay, I don't want to eat a 50% drop on a coin that's still pretty risky right now. We're having trouble getting above the 30 line on the RSI. Could we see some bounces? Yes, we could possibly bounce even up to $20. Maybe on a really strong pump up to $26. I think maximum $20 though, and I don't see that lasting very long if that happens, okay? Just my own personal opinion. Let's see here. Any other comments, any other coins, any of you want me to see, let me know down in the comment section below. If you want to share your thoughts, your opinions on what's going on with the market, with the FTX drama, please guys, I am literally asking you, don't hesitate, participate in the stream. Let us know what you think with what's going on. What do you expect to happen? I'd be very interested to hear it personally. And of course, if there's any coins you want me to do analysis on, take a look at that. Guys, follow me on Twitter. That's where I post all my live updates. I post some of the trades that I make, which I had very big winning trades. I asked if you wanted a trading group. A lot of people said yes, so I am considering that more and more now. And of course, technical analysis master course. If you want to learn how to draw these things on the chart like I'm doing for ETH, how to make sense of those things, how to read the charts, that's what that course is for. Less than 20 bucks. Literally all of my years of experience in this coin, and in this course. And you can see here over 2 hours and a half of on-demand video, full lifetime access, 30-day money-back guarantee, great reviews from our students, and less than $20, guys. You're not going to find a deal like that anywhere else. So just waiting for some more comments here from all of you. Any coins, any questions or thoughts on the market right now? I'd love to hear your thoughts, guys. Feel free to share if you got wrecked, if you were affected by the FTX thing. Costadin saying hi, welcome to the stream, Costadin. Awesome. We have a super chat comment here coming from Cryptic Estate. Thank you so much for the support, Cryptic. Really appreciate it. And he is asking us a question, which, like I said, guys, if you want to make sure I see your questions and give you priority, the way to do that is going to be a super chat, like our friend Cryptic Estate just did. So big thank you to him. And he's saying, which is a better hold for the future, Sol or ADA? And I think I have a pretty clear answer for this, guys. Based on, of course, what you prefer, okay? So Solana probably has more upside potential, okay? So if we're basing this purely off the upside potential, right now from our current price level, okay, up to the all-time highs, we have 1,700% upside potential, okay? If we were to ever see Solana reach back those levels of above $200, even $250, I think we would push new all-time highs, which means we would probably heading towards 500, maybe even $1,000, okay? Because that would mean that it had survived this whole drama and had recovered, which means that, you know, it would probably be in a pretty good condition to push new all-time highs well above the previous all-time highs, which means that we're talking of, you know, 2,000, 4,000, 6,000% gain potential for Solana. And of course, you know, even more conservatively, right, we are still looking at, you know, back to $100, 7%, 700%, back to the previous all-time highs, full 1,700%. So there's some serious upside potential that comes with that, guys. And you know, comparing that to Cardano, as like our friend and viewer Cryptic Estate was asking in his super chat comment, which is a better hold for the future? Well, comparing it to Cardano, okay, we have, of course, some nice upside potential on Cardano, but it's a bit less, guys. All the way back up to the all-time highs of around $3, we're at 844%. Is that bad? Absolutely not, okay? Is it as big as Cardano? No. It's almost half what Cardano's Solana's upside potential is. So very, very good and interesting comment from Cryptic Estate with that super chat. And I think a pretty smart comment, right? Because I think he himself probably knows both these coins are risky right now, okay? But they provide upside potential, so it's a balancing out the risks and the rewards here. Now, my final comment for this question is, if you are looking for the safer play, for the play that's more likely to recover, more likely to be around in 10 years, I'd say Cardano, okay? Cardano has, of course, if we look at the chart, been around now for a long time. It's had big upgrades. It has a pretty big support and community. It, you know, not everybody loves Cardano, but I think it's fair to say that it doesn't have as many haters as Solana. So am I expecting Cardano to survive the next bear market, to be around in the next one? Yes. Okay, this is a coin that's now been around since 2017. That's quite a ways back. That means that it's a pretty experienced, you know, it's a bit of a veteran in the cryptocurrency market, okay? Of course, not as much as Bitcoin and coins like that, but still, for an altcoin, it is starting to stand the test of time. And I do think that it will actually recover to the all-time highs. Is Solana going to recover to the all-time highs? Maybe not, okay? I think it could, it absolutely could, but it's not as guaranteed as with Cardano, which means that the final answer to Cryptic's comment here, and thanks again for the super chat, Cryptic. I haven't seen your comments on the channel, so hopefully you become a subscriber after this live stream if you're not already. Basically, right, Solana has that higher reward, but it has a lot more risk, okay? Solana could just fully blow up. For Cardano, it's going to be harder, okay? Yes, Cardano could still get that 50% drop, like Solana could, okay? 15 cents for Cardano, $5 for Solana, but Cardano is the one that has the biggest likelihood of recovery, and also of relative stability throughout all of this, okay? So hopefully that answered your question, Cryptic, and huge thank you for your support with that super chat. Greatly appreciated, guys. If you want me to make sure to see your comments and to give you the time of day, please drop a super chat. Of course, I'll prioritize anyone who's supporting the live streams with super chats. So big thank you, guys. If you want to drop a super chat like Cryptic Estate, just hit that $ sign emoji. You can give any amount you want. And, you know, that's right near where you leave a comment anyways. So greatly appreciated to support the live stream. Thank you once again, Cryptic Estate, for that comment and super chat. We have Hammer Times asking, literally everyone is saying the market is coming down. What happens literally every time that's the case? Yes, I know what you're going to say, right? When people are saying the market is going to drop, sometimes you can be a contrarian, go long, and win from that, okay? The thing is here, I think this may be a situation in the next few months where we head a lot lower than people think, okay? So when people saying, oh, the market is going to drop, they may be saying 14,000, 10,000. There's only a few amount of people that are saying that $6,000, $7,000, or maybe even $3,000 case scenario for Bitcoin, okay? And unfortunately, I think that we could be seeing that case scenario happen, which means that, you know, yes, maybe people are wrong of the size of the drop, but not the drop itself. Okay, so that's something to keep in mind there. Blue saying, I know a couple streams ago before FTX fiasco, you mentioned you expect some green as we go into December time. How do you feel about that following the recent events? Coming from Blue. Well, unfortunately, right, due to that unexpected FTX drama, I think that our attempt to hit, 24,000 Bitcoin on a bounce, or even a little bit higher towards 28,000, I think that's not going to happen right now, guys. I think this seriously hampered that run that we're actually starting to have, right? We were doing really good right before the FTX thing. We were actually peaking above 21,000, and unfortunately, right, it sunk us even below the previous support, okay? So that's basically our worst case scenario happened. We're still keeping an eye on the Bitcoin price, right? Having trouble really holding any bounces right now. Costadin saying AVAX or DOT. AVAX has not been performing well. I still hold a lot of AVAX. I still like AVAX personally. I think this one really needs a bull market to pump properly, though. If we look at the chart itself, we're at, we kind of double bottomed here around $13, sorry. Actually, spoke too soon. Triple bottom, which is, of course, a good sign. I have trouble seeing how low AVAX wants to fall, if I'm being honest. So I personally don't even have the best read on AVAX right now myself. Let's see here. I need to pull up a very long-term chart of AVAX. So, it's hard for me to tell. DOT is a coin that is a little bit more tried and tested at this point, right? It's a little bit older. AVAX is still pretty new on the block. I think right now, unfortunately, both these coins may not perform good in this market. They really both need a bear market to have a recovery. And if we just compare them here in the last few days, Avalanche dropped a lot more than Polkadot. Do I think that's fair? Not really. Okay, if anything, they should fall the same amount, or AVAX a little bit less. Polkadot doesn't have a lot of TVL on its network, so I think unfortunately these two coins are quite weak and probably to be avoided for a little bit longer. Even though I hold AVAX, I hate saying that. And as it's just too hard to pick between the two based on how they're performing. I like AVAX better as a coin overall. I've used it. I like it. I think it's a good competitor to Ethereum. I don't think that's as much the case for DOT, so that's all I can say there. We have, let's see here, Costadin saying 10 cent to 16 cent Matic, load and wait 2 to 3 years. Yeah, like I said, I saw on Twitter some people talking about those lower Matic price targets. I think that's a crazy buying opportunity if we see that happen. That would mean that we would have fully wiped out pretty much all of the run-up. I mean, we could even head lower technically if we're going to go that low, but I don't know. I still think that Matic is going to surprise a lot of people and hold up better than people expect. So I'd be careful making overly bearish calls on Matic. It has held its uptrend line. Not saying that's going to last. Okay, I do see us potentially flipping towards 60 cents, but I'd be careful going ultra bearish on Matic. It's a very, very strong coin fundamentally, and even, based on the price action more recently. Stacking 9 is back. A long time no see. Welcome back to the channel. Hey brother, here again to say BTC will continue to dump. Been saying it since 60K, as it's been a dead cat bounce all the way down. Any scam fake bounce pumps will dump back down even lower. The majority of people don't have the expendable funds to put into digital beanie babies right now, and any bounces will be short-lived. We will likely see BTC below 10K by mid-December. Yes, I remember you calling the drop when we're having a bit of a pump. Have to give credit where credit's due. I think, yes, we could see 10K BTC by, mid-December, like he's saying, okay? The drop has been accelerating. It surely hasn't been stopping. So I can't tell you exactly when we're going to see the 10K BTC, but I do think we're going to see the 10K BTC here, guys. I am basically bearish until we see at least 10k BTC, and probably I really want to see 7k. I think a peak bottom guaranteed would be about 3k, and I would probably start loading around 6 to 8k BTC. Yeah, you know what, probably even 6 to 7k. So that's just my own personal opinion, not financial advice, guys. Hammer Time saying slow grind up until mid to late December, then blood. So, you know, obviously, right, everybody's going to have their opinions. That's completely fine. Of course, the reason why you watch the channel is because I have had experience in this market. So always balance everything out, guys. Remember, this channel is not financial advice. Guys, any other coins you want me to take a look at here? Please let me know in the comment section down below. I love hearing your thoughts on comments in the market. Don't stop with that. Keep sharing your thoughts and comments, guys. And thanks again to Cryptic Estate for dropping that super chat and supporting today's live stream. If any of you else want to support this live stream with a super chat, of course you still can. And I'll make sure to cover your comment as well. You know, if you want me to do a more specific in-depth analysis, a great way to making sure that I do that properly how you want is with a super comment like Cryptic Estate did. So he asked, you know, which is a better hold for the future between Sol and ADA, and I gave a pretty in-depth analysis for that. So thanks again, Cryptic Estate. Hopefully we'll get a few other super chats to support today's live stream. And of course, I am still here to cover any other coins you want me to do an analysis on, guys. I do have to warn you, though, right now as we're streaming live, the market is weak, guys. We're not really holding above our resistance. So we're not holding support right now, okay? We are really below it, and we could see a flush any moment here. So we got to be really careful. Very, very careful, I'd say, even, because I don't want to see a drop down to 15k, 14k in the next, you know, few days. But could it happen? Absolutely, guys. I mean, we are in free fall right now, as far as I'm concerned. By the way, let me know if you guys hold your coins on exchanges or if you guys have it in the hardware wallets. We have Cryptic Estate saying, thanks for the info. No problem. Thanks again for that super chat. Stacking saying, we appreciate your hard work and analysis, brother. It's been a tough market to stay confident in, that's for sure. Fully agree with that. No doubt about it, guys. One of the craziest things with this time in crypto is this is not the biggest crypto drop I've seen. And a lot of people keep saying, oh, this is the biggest crypto drop ever. That's not the case, guys. The single biggest one-day drop that I have ever experienced, I do believe, was right over here. Let me go ahead and pull out my tool. And we literally saw in a single day a 40% drop on Bitcoin, okay? One day, one candle right here. That was the March COVID drop. You know, we fell 50% in a day, guys. And we have yet to see that again in Bitcoin history. So this was right here, the, in fact, biggest drop ever seen in crypto across the board, okay? So I've experienced in the crypto space, and the thing that feels different this time around is the level of volatility we are seeing, guys. I mean, from, you know, being down massively one day to a very sharp bounce to falling more, it's crazy, guys. It's crazy. And whether you're long or short, it's very easy to get destroyed right now. Costin saying, can you draw a triangle from May 30th to November 22nd? Which coin are you talking about, Costin? Let me know. Stacking is saying, I sold everything except a few LTC, lol. Luckily, LTC didn't drop that much compared to a ton of other cryptos and even Bitcoin from the highs. That's interesting. I really like LTC right now. I think I'm going to make a video on it this week. Only lost around half its value because people use it as to cash out. So pretty interesting, you know, viewpoint there, and an info from Stacking. You know, Litecoin is it's a coin that's just there. People can do what they want with it, and you know, it stood the test of time. So for those reasons, I kind of like it, especially at this lower level of $55. And Costin is talking about Bitcoin. Let's go ahead and see if we can draw that triangle that he wants us to draw. So he is talking about May 30th to November 22nd, falling wedge formation. So let's go ahead and find this here. Let's see. May 30th, if we can get that right there. Okay, so let's take this, if I can not miss it there. So here, and draw this down as such. So we had a bit of a fake out here based on this downtrend line. And of course, if we draw, well, we don't even have an uptrend right now. So, yeah, I wouldn't call this a, oh, I see what he means. Yeah. So the falling wedge that he's talking about, let's see if I can go to another Bitcoin chart here to make this clearer for you guys. The falling wedge he's talking about is specifically going to be from this level right here. If I'm not mistaken, no, this was the wrong one. This level over here, May 30th, downwards. And as far as the wedge formation that he's talking about you know, the lower levels of support, basically, okay? Horizontal levels of support. So, you know, we could, of course, draw this over here around 12K. That would be pretty accurate in my opinion. Extend this out. If you guys want to learn how to do this, guys, all of this is covered in my technical analysis master course. Link in the description below. And that gives us a pretty clean target of, you know, about 13K BTC next, okay? Do I think this is going to be the bottom? I don't think so, guys. I don't think so. I wish it was, but I don't think it will be. And let's see here. Stacking is saying, my point is people use LTC to transfer funds so it stays artificially propped up. Was my best decision of my life cashing out around 45 to 60K levels on average and putting my profits into collectibles. Congratulations, Stacking. That was a pretty smart move. Sold my digital babies and monkey NFTs for real hard assets and physical collectibles that could grow in scarcity and rich collectors love to buy. Not as liquid, but at least I can hold them securely. Let me know if you invested in ENS domains. For those who don't know about ENS domains, guys, I think this could be one of the big, you know, key things in the next bull market. These are .eth domains names, like .coms, but .eth. And I've made several articles on my website talking about these .eth domain names. I've made videos on my channel about how to register .eth domain names, so that's something that you might want to check out, okay? Find it on my channel and on my website, link in the description. Guys, any other coins you want to take a look at today? It's not too late. If you want to drop a super chat, support the live stream with the $sign emoji right next to the comment section. Now is your time. Greatly appreciated if you could do that to help support today's live stream. And thanks again to Cryptic, who has dropped a super chat today. Stacking saying, my buddy is invested in ENS and has told me about them. I'm considering buying digital beanie baby domains. Yeah, like I said, I do like ENS domains. I think they're a little bit less ridiculous than a lot of the other NFTs out there. So, giving you a minute or two, guys. Any coins out there you want me to take a look at, now's your time. Of course, if you haven't liked this video already, guys, what are you waiting for? The least you could do is drop a like on the best crypto insights channel on YouTube. Subscribe, turn on those bell notifications if you haven't already. And any coins out there, guys, any time frames, let me know in the comment section down below. I'll take a look at it. While I take my water break here, because I always talk way too much during these live streams. How's FTT looking? Below $1 yet? Almost below $1. And I do think this one is going to go below $1, guys. Look at this candle. I mean, you know, you're not going to recover from something like this, guys. I've noticed that when we have coins that kind of hit that 90% drop in a short term, it's done so. And you know, this is just probably going to sink steadily down to $1 and move below $1 and start heading into the cent range. Stacking is saying, I'm surprised it's still holding up, should be at 10 cents and would still be overvalued 10x at 10 cents. Yeah, I do actually think that we could specifically see 10-20 cents on this coin. James Esk is asking about Crow, maybe a better buy than FTT. Well, I think that's for sure, based on a lot of reasons. But as far as, you know, some people don't like these exchange tokens. Some people like them. I won't be getting into that today. The point is, right now, Crypto.com's token specifically, if I can find a good chart for it here. Let's see. There we go. Let's see how much it has back to the all-time highs. Pretty nice move. I mean, 1,300% on a coin as, on a project as big as Crypto.com is not bad, guys. Not bad at all. I think this is one of the safer blue chip plays in crypto. And probably one of the better exchange tokens out there, to be honest. But it is very low right now. Like I said, don't be surprised if we see 3 cents, even 2 cents. Heading any lower than that, I don't think that's going to happen, guys. I think it's nearing its rock bottom soon. Once it hits its bottom, which we may already be in right now, it's probably going to do a lot of nothing for quite some time until the market turns back on. These exchange tokens perform extremely well in the bull markets because there's a huge amount of trading volume. I actually saw that Crypto.com held more Shiba Inu than Ethereum. Some people were worried about that. I don't know if it really makes a difference for the exchange itself, but I mean, let's just say a lot of the people on Crypto.com are buying Shiba Inu. At least during the bull run and held it, right? So Shiba Inu has not been doing good though. I mean, it's actually surprisingly holding up, but it's sure as heck not pumping. Any other coins out there, guys, for today? Before I head out, consider dropping a super chat to support the live stream. Thanks again, Cryptic, for the super chat. Any coins out there, guys, don't be shy. Any last comments? Now's your time. Now's your time, folks. Thank you so much for the steadiness in viewership, guys. We used to have 5 to 10 people per live stream if we were lucky. Very often below 10 people. We are now at 15 to 20 people extremely regularly throughout the live stream, guys. And that shows me that you guys have really been liking the content. Hit that like button. And thank you so much for watching these videos, and I hope you get value out of them. James saying, thanks for the stream. Costin saying, BTC wedge from May 31st. 2-line, 15 average, triangle, and support. Whoa, you are being very detailed there, Costin. So Costin is having a price target for Bitcoin on $4,631. Which, like I said, guys, you know, we're now talking about that range between 7,000 and 3K BTC as a potential bottom, and not many people are talking about that. Okay, a lot of people they think, oh, we're gonna head lower, we're gonna hit a bottom, and they're talking like 10K. Unfortunately, guys, I don't think 10K is going to be the bottom whatsoever. Costin is saying he's expecting that mid 2023. Thank you for that comment, Costin. Definitely pretty in-depth analysis there. I want to thank everybody for today's live stream. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the steadiness in your viewership. Hit that like button, guys. Subscribe, turn on those bell notifications, and I'll be catching you all very soon. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, everyone.